So I think we can all agree that the Windows 11 taskbar is fine. It's clean, it's modern, but it's also just a bit boring. It feels like Microsoft tried so hard to make it simple that they actually stripped away a lot of the personality and utility that made older versions of Windows actually feel like a PC. So I got a little bit tired of the minimalism, so I decided to replace it with something with a bit more soul. This is Retrobar. It's an open source app that replaces the stock Windows 11 taskbar with the actual layouts from the last few decades of Windows. You're getting the original start buttons, the classic tray icons, and most importantly, the labels that actually tell you what windows you have open. Getting this running is pretty straightforward. You just need to head over to the GitHub page and download the latest release of Retrobar. But before you actually run it, make sure you have .NET 6.0 Desktop Runtime installed, specifically the version 6.0.36. Without that, it's not going to launch. I'll leave links to both of those in the description to save you some time. Once those are on your system, you're good to go. Let's look at how to actually configure this to get Retrobar looking like your Windows PC from back in the day. So when you run it, you're going to be greeted with the original taskbar. For me, right now, it's set to the Windows 95-Windows 98 taskbar. And if we right click on the taskbar, we can open the properties window and we'll be taken to this window here. As you can see, it's set to the Windows 95-Windows 98 taskbar, but there's a lot to choose from. Literally. Look at all these options. We can set it to look like the taskbar from Windows 98. We can set it to the Windows Millennium Edition version. We can make it look like Windows XP's taskbar, and even Windows Vista and the Windows Longhorn Arrow taskbar. So not only do you get a bunch of different taskbar options, you also get a lot more than that. So I'm going to set it to Windows Vista Arrow for now. Keep it this way. And I'm going to be honest, it does a pretty good job. If you want it to look more like Windows Vista, then you'd want to turn on Allow Font Smoothing, and you can see it looks a lot better now. You get a lot of settings that you would normally for your taskbar, like locking the taskbar, automatically hiding it. So if I enable it, you can see now that these quick launch buttons still stay in place. I can tick this box here and it'll actually show the previews for the thumbnails. So if I open File Explorer, for example, and just hover over this, you can see the previews, like it used to be back in the day. I can have it so it shows the clock in the bottom right corner, which it does by default. You can show the seconds in the clock, show the input language, and I can even add the Show Desktop button. Now, this was added in Windows 7, and it wasn't actually in, older versions of Windows. But if you really want it to be enabled, you can enable it. There's no problem with that. I mean, it still works like it used to, which is nice. And you can also tick this box and it'll collapse the notification area icons. So if you don't want these, showing up on your taskbar, if it takes up too much space for whatever reason, then you can just tick this box and then they'll be all collapsed right here. Now, on top of all of those features, one thing that this has over the Windows 11 taskbar is actually choosing the location of the taskbar. Windows 11 only lets you put the taskbar on the bottom. In this app, you can set it on the top, on the left, on the right, on the bottom, whichever side you want. So if I do it, it works just fine. It works like it used to. And if you're the kind of person where you like your taskbar on the top, then this would be perfect for you. You wouldn't have to run into any problems trying to do it. And it's very simple to use. It's very user friendly. You don't have to do a lot of registry tweaks or whatever to have your taskbar on the top. It works very nicely. So if I set it to the side, if I set it to the left, it works pretty nicely. If I set it to the right, that also works too. And you can also adjust the taskbar width if you want. And then if I set it back to the bottom, it works normally. And you can even adjust the number of rows as well. If you want 2 rows, you can do it. If you want 5, by all means, do whatever you want. It's your PC. So now we can move ahead and go to the Advanced tab. And over here, there's a lot more specific options. For example, if you want it to automatically start on logon, you can tick this box and you don't have to open Retrobar like the app every single time you want your old taskbar to show up. You can enable the app to use software rendering. You can enable debug logging. By default, it's set to check for updates. So if you want to get the latest taskbar skins, maybe in the future they'll add the Windows 7 taskbar. So if you have this checked, you might get the Windows 7 taskbar. And you can also get improvements in the app as well if you get the newer updates. So you can have that enabled if you want. And there's a bunch of more options as well. You can modify these however suits you best. And one thing that I do find pretty useful is this box right here. So originally when you would have your taskbar and you have like multiple monitors, it wouldn't display the taskbar on the other monitors. So if you're someone like me who has multiple monitors and you don't want to be relying on just, your primary monitor to do all of your tasks and stuff, whatever you want to launch from your taskbar, you can enable this and you can have your taskbar on all your monitors, like you would with Windows 10 or Windows 11. So it's pretty nice that you can enable this, and you can also increase the taskbar scale. So if you have your Windows scale set to something like 125, you can adjust this to 125, and that's how it would look if your Windows PC was actually scaled to 125%. Like, it would match. It would make more sense to have it set this way, which is how it would normally look using the stock Windows 11 taskbar. So now that we've gone over all the features and stuff inside of Retrobar, let's actually take a look at all of these cool themes. First, let's take a look at the Windows 95-Windows 98 taskbar. So this is the first taskbar that was ever introduced in Windows. This is one that most people would recognize if they used Windows back in the late 90s or early 2000s. So this taskbar feels kind of pixelated and rectangular, very boxed, but this is the most classic. This is as classic as you're gonna get. These features, they work really nicely. Even small details like right-clicking on your taskbar, you get the old display. Like, it's not a solid white background like it is for modern versions of Windows, or at least for, Windows 10. But you're given very simple features. You're given the ability to just exit Retrobar if you want to go back to the Windows 11 taskbar. You have the properties link. You can choose to lock or unlock the taskbar if you want to move things around, and you have a link to the task manager. Now, it's funny that it took Microsoft a few years to get the task manager link, added back to the taskbar. So it's handy that this is at least here still. You don't have to go to the search. You don't have to go to the Windows search and actually look up task manager. It's right there for you, so it's nice. And the font as well. Originally, back in the day, there wasn't the whole font smoothing thing. The graphics for Windows weren't as good as they are now, obviously, back in the 90s and early 2000s. So normally you would have this, unticked if you want the most authentic experience. So that's how it would normally look back in the day. And even if you wanted to disable the show Windows previews, because that didn't exist either back in the old Windows 95, Windows 98 days. And in case you are curious, this doesn't bring back the old Windows start menu. You can use something like OpenShell to get the old start menu back, but at least this brings back the old taskbar. Like, you can still click on the start button, but it opens the Windows 11 start menu. So the rest of the taskbars from this era, they're very similar. So if I go to the Windows 2000 taskbar, it looks a bit lighter, but for the most part, it looks very similar. Your right-click menus, they look pretty much the same. Even the fonts, undoing the font smoothing, like disabling the font smoothing, it applies to the right-click menu on the taskbar, which is pretty nice. It's a nice little touch. So if I choose the Windows Millennium Edition taskbar, again, it looks very similar. Same idea as the Windows 2000 taskbar and the Windows 95 and Windows 98 taskbars. Now, if I choose the Windows XP taskbar, this looks very much like it used to back in the day. If you're going for a Windows XP look, or really if you're going for a Windows 95, 98, or Windows Vista experience on your computer, you're definitely better off using OpenShell to bring back the old start menu, so you can have a combo of, the old start menu plus the old taskbar. Like, this visually, it looks really well done. It looks just like it used to back in the day. Like, all your features, they're all there. And even if I enable the collapsed notification area icons here, this is just how it used to be back in the day, which is really nice. It's very authentic. If you show this to someone and you said, is this Windows XP or Windows 11? They probably wouldn't be able to tell at first glance using a third-party app like Retrobar, but it does the job, which is the important part. It looks very good. And it's simple, and there's a lot of personality to it. You have all your taskbar windows here actually spread out. You can read what windows they are. It's not like everything's combined in a single icon and you got to put your mouse over it and see what windows you have open. This here tells you what you have open, just like it used to back in the day. So along with the standard iconic Windows XP blue taskbar, you have a lot more than just the blue taskbar. You have the classic taskbar, which looks exactly how it used to as well for the classic theme in Windows XP. Then you have the embedded style for the Windows XP embedded POS Ready 2009 version. And you've got a lot more. You've got the Windows XP olive green version. You've got the Royale Noir version. You got the Windows XP Royale version, which is the taskbar theme that came with Windows XP Media Center version in 2005. Then you've got the Windows XP Silver theme, which also looks pretty nice as well. And then you've got the Windows XP Zune style. So these all look how they used to back in the day. They're very accurate. So now moving on from the Windows XP styles, we have the Windows Vista themes. But before we get to the Windows Vista themes, we gotta check out one that's pretty cool. The Windows Longhorn Arrow theme. This taskbar theme is pretty cool if you're into both the style of the Windows XP taskbar, but you want the arrow glass visuals that came with Windows Vista's taskbar. And this taskbar wasn't widely available anyways because it was in the Windows Longhorn beta version, of Windows. And it was only around for a small period of time before it eventually, got upgraded to Windows Vista's taskbar. So that's Retrobar for you. It's honestly a great improvement over the stock Windows 11 taskbar because the Windows 11 taskbar is a little bit too simple and doesn't have that much personality versus the older taskbar styles from back in the day. These ones have cool arrow glass features and cool textures and stuff. And I think the biggest thing is that you can actually see like the text for what windows you have open, and there's a whole assortment of themes that you can choose from. There's a lot of variety and it's really nice. And one more thing that I forgot to mention was how you can change the language on your taskbar. By default, it's set to system, but if you want to change it to something else other than the system language, you're able to do that. Like if I change it to Spanish, it all changes to Spanish here. And if I want to set it back, I can just put it back to the system language and we can go back to the way we had it before. So yeah, if you want to go back to the way the Windows taskbar used to be, like it used to be back in the day, Retrobar is the perfect fit for you. In my opinion, in my experience of using it, it's flawless. It's really nice. It works exactly as you think it would. And it's very lightweight on your system as well. So if you're worried that it might take up a lot of system resources, don't worry about that. It's very lightweight. It runs nicely and it gives you the experience of using Windows like you would back in the day. So that's all for today's video. So thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out Retrobar. I really think it's a great application, especially if you want that old Windows look back on your computer. I'd highly suggest it. And yeah, thanks for watching and I hope you have a great day.